It's time for the EPAWA Daily Forecast video, a comprehensive look at what to expect in the days ahead. Here is meteorologist Bobby Marchers with your latest outlook.
Good morning. This is the weekend outlook for January 8th and January 9th, 2022. We have a little bit of wintry weather moving in this weekend, but not like we just saw with the snow. We're going to be talking about some freezing rain, and that's going to be late tonight and also Sunday morning and early afternoon. So we're going to go through that today here in this video. Today is mostly sunny, though, however. It is 30 to 33 is the spread of temperatures. And a very nice day to enjoy a nice fine craft beer from our sponsor, Bozer Guys Brewing Company in Easton, Pennsylvania. They are proud sponsors of the weekend forecast video. 1250 Simon Boulevard in Easton, very close to Lafayette College. And if you know me and you follow me, you know I love craft beer. You know I love beer, period. But Bozer Guys is the place to go for a fine craft beer on a Saturday. So check them out, 1250 Simon Boulevard in Easton, and proud sponsors of the weekend video forecast. So today, very cold, 30 to 33 is going to be the spread from northwest to southeast. Not much difference from, say, Philadelphia and Williamsport, okay? So it's not going to be much different here in temperatures, but very cold across the region. Mostly sunny skies. The only saving grace today compared to yesterday is you're not going to have the wind, okay? So that's going to make it feel a little bit better if you're outside. And then we have clouds increase during the course of the overnight because we have a cold front moving toward the region. Now, this cold front draws in, ahead of it, some southwesterly winds, okay? So you're going to get a little bit of a warm wedge aloft, somewhere between 2,500 and 10,000 feet above the ground. It's a very deep layer. So when you have a deep layer of warmth like that, you have freezing rain. So that's what that is. It's just rain falling down to the ground. It's below freezing at the surface, so it freezes on contact and creates an ice rink, basically. Okay, and you're sliding all over the place. The good thing about this is not a tremendous amount of freezing rain. Okay, so it's just in some areas, or most areas, I should say. There's some areas out in central PA, especially north central PA, that will get into this quicker, and you'll have a little bit more of an ice curl out there. I think those are our highlight areas. We'll go through that in the video, but you can see these pink colors here. This is representative of freezing rain, okay? And we are going to be, overnight tonight, we're getting down into the 20s, low 20s, maybe near 20, something like that. 18 to 22 overnight is a spread of temperatures from northwest to southeast. So you're going to have plenty of cold air when this comes in. And the timing of this is such that it's coming in for most areas Sunday morning, but it'll start as early as late Saturday night in our far northwestern areas. So it's going to be plenty cold at the onset, so that that shallow layer of cold air that's trapped underneath that warm layer will allow for that freezing rain to occur. So as we progress through the day, this is going to shut off, we think, early in the afternoon for as far as freezing rain is concerned. Then it changes to rain as temperatures sufficiently warm. Areas further south and east, down toward the Philadelphia metro, not too far. You go northwest of there too. You're still going to have some just plain rain by the time it comes in. It should be sufficiently above freezing at that point. It's just areas further north. When you get up to like I-78, even all the way down to Lancaster County could get some freezing rain out of this. So let's go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. And this is a precipitation type radar. This is showing the freezing rain moving in. This is looking at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to move this forward, okay? And you can see by 6 a.m., which is right here, you can see where the freezing rain is. Now, at the onset, it is possible you get some sleet, which is this pinkish color. The purple color is the freezing rain. At the onset, you could have some sleet pellets. Not snow, though. Okay, we're not looking at snow at the onset with this, just sleet initially, briefly, and then you go over to freezing rain. And as you move through the course of the morning here, this is now looking at 7 o'clock. Here is 8 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock, just about everybody's getting freezing rain within a region. Now, the NAM takes this all the way down to Philadelphia. If it is, in fact, this early, you will have freezing rain this far south, okay? We're a little skeptical about that, though, about making it that far southeast. I think the cutoff is going to be somewhere, if you would cut Bucks and Montgomery in half, and same thing with Chester and Lancaster, the northern half of that would have that, I think, is the best chance. But it's not impossible for the entire counties to be covered in some freezing rain, at least briefly. Okay, so here is looking at 9 a.m., and then as you progress through the morning here, get before noon. Most of this is done before noon. Here is looking at 11 a.m., and the back edge is already right here. But you can see across southeast PA, you're just plain rain. You still have some freezing rain going on northwest of the Lehigh Valley at this point. And then by the time we get to noon, everybody should be, or just about everybody should be sufficiently warm enough where it's not going to produce any freezing rain any longer. However, you could still have some spotty stuff here over the Poconos at that point. So the bulk of the rain is done then. So the afternoon, if you have something to do on Sunday, if you can hold off until the afternoon, or, till the temperature is sufficiently warm above 32 and all this ice that accrues melts, please do that. If it's not necessary to go out in the morning, don't even waste your time, okay? Ice is more dangerous to drive on than snow. So if you can put that off, please do that, okay? Because later in the day, in the afternoon, you'll still have some showers down in this area here. But you're not going to have any freezing concerns at that point, okay? Here's what the European model suggests for freezing rain. Now, don't pay attention to the numbers here, because this is what the model does is it assumes that everything falling is going to be freezing, and that's not how it works, okay? When you have rain falling, what does it do? A lot of it runs off, goes into the gutters. It's not going to instantly freeze. It's not like it hits the ground and boom, it's instantly frozen. Some of that will. The general rule of thumb is usually half of what it's showing freezes, but even then, you're still going to get, it doesn't take much freezing rain to cause problems. A hundredth of an inch of freezing rain is enough to issue winter weather advisories and to cause issues on roadways, okay? So the ground is going to be cold because it's going to be cold the night before. The best area out here is in north central, basically the central part of the state here, in the mountainous regions especially, north central PA, all the way down to maybe just north of Harrisburg. You got an area here where you could have slightly over a tenth of an inch, maybe a tenth to 0.15, something like that. We will have information on this over the weekend, what exactly we're going to expect with this particular freezing rain bout here, because there are some models here, like the 3-kilometer NAM, that are much more aggressive when it comes to freezing rain. If I can get in the right model here. There we go. Freezing rain. So it's more aggressive and it's further south with it. All right. So we're going to continue to monitor this weekend and see what we come up with as far as a freezing rain accrual map. But I think most areas are going to see, outside of that central PA area I highlighted, just a few hundredths of an inch of freezing rain. But that's enough to cause problems. It's not like you don't need a tenth of an inch of frozen liquid on the ground to cause problems when you're driving and walking, okay? So we'll continue to monitor that over the weekend. Then after this front moves through, we're going to turn colder again here on Monday. Very cold on Tuesday. Monday night, Tuesday night is going to be very cold. Single-digit lows or close to it on Monday night. And then Tuesday, you're going to have highs struggling to get out of the teens. Some areas might get to 20. Barely, but then overnight, that night, you're definitely going into the single digits in a lot of places. So it's going to be a cold stretch here, Monday through Wednesday of next week. Wednesday rebounds to about 30, so it's a rebound, but it's still below freezing, so it's still pretty cold. Just Tuesday is going to be like the ground zero day, so to speak. And then once we get to the end of the week, once we get past this, once we get to the end of the week, when we get to Thursday and Friday are going to be both milder days, kind of near average, maybe very slightly above on Thursday. Not looking at any precipitation, though, however, through the end of the week. So the only chance of precipitation really this entire week is centered around that cold front coming through on Sunday morning. So we'll have information about that when we have concrete data that we can put together a map and, what we're expecting for freezing rain accrual by area. And we will have that out to you at some point later today. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for the weekend, January 8th and 9th, 2021. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.